I will never get tired of the feeling that comes with Imbolc. This sabbat carries an interesting quality of time. There is a sense that nature is slowly awakening, and it feels like a gentle hug from Mother Earth. I find it hard though to fully grasp that feeling and put it into words, because sometimes feelings simply cannot be explained, you know? Living with the wheel of the year for quite some time now, I have learned that the Celts also chose these in-between times for their sacred celebrations. And there is something special about these windows of time when nature is not fully one thing or another, but exists somewhere in between, making everything feel otherworldly and magical. Now there are still a few weeks left until spring, but you can already sense the movement beneath the still frozen soil, like little sparks of light and hope. In my fairy garden, small green leaves are already peeking through the thin layer of snow, as if they too can no longer wait. I hear the birds singing more brightly, eagerly awaiting the warmer days. I feel the returning warmth of the sun as the days grow just a little longer each day. And I notice myself becoming more active, more drawn outdoors, and less withdrawn and reflective than in the weeks that followed Samhain and Yule. To me, Imbolc is the promise of new beginnings. The old year is shortly coming to an end, and we are invited to listen to what is awakening within us, as nature is awakening alongside as well. I just fell so hard. I have not fallen down in like ages, and now I'm traumatized and terrified to walk here. So yeah, good start to the adventure. It's really slippery and I nearly fell again. So just to make the best scenery for you guys, okay? I hope you like this video for my bravery, basically. Good morning. So it is January 24th, I believe. And so Imbolc is just around the corner. Like, how is it February again? I don't know. It feels like it was November yesterday. But I already started with my Imbolc celebrations. I usually celebrate the sabbats a few days because I truly believe that you can feel the energies before and after the sabbats, and so I already feel the energy of Imbolc. And right now I'm in front of a thrift store. I want to see if I can find any decoration for my Imbolc/Brigid altar. So that's what we are going to do right now, and then we are just preparing for Imbolc. I really love this in-between energy, and I came to love this energy. I usually did not really like it. It felt weird to not know what to describe an energy, but now it's like I'm all in for the unknown, for like an energy I cannot fully grasp. But yeah, super excited. Now let's see if we can find anything, if the candle with this beautiful carving of the seasons is still there. I'm going to grab it. So let's see if we are lucky. And then you already saw it, but I will spend some time at the wise wizards. That's what I call these trees that are covered in moss. And yeah, then we are again spending a few days to celebrate the Imbolc energy. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, back in the car. Unfortunately, I did not find a lantern, which is why I came here in the first place. I am looking for these kind of metal vintagey kind of lanterns. I don't like the modern ones, and I was not lucky. I found one last time in this weird thrift store when we were driving to the airport together, but it was 30 euros, and I was like, that's not going to happen. But I was super successful. You can tell that I was successful when I'm that happy. I found another antique herbal book, and it is written in the old German letters. I can read it. I don't care. I am so happy. It is massive. It was only 10 euros, and I always find these books here. We also found something to craft, which is this weird looking little thing. You can open it, but it is quite, let's see, difficult. It is to put your keys inside, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we will make it pretty because it is looking rusty and crusty. So yeah, we are going to do a little makeover here. And I also, I found this frame, which is adorable. I am going to remove these cushions and maybe glue something on it, maybe do an embroidery and put it inside. The options are endless, and I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it. And there is a car parking directly next to me, but there is only one thing that I want to show you, so let me get it. Okay, so the last thing that I found is this scarf right here, and the color combination is adorable, and I have never seen this before, but it has, let me show you, this loop inside, so you can put your head in the loop and then just have the most adorable looking scarf. I don't know, I'm happy. It is freezing, so let's see how our adventure in the woods will be. My feet are already dying because there's no heating whatsoever inside. But yeah, that's it. Let's look for the wise wizards. I'm super excited to meet them again. Okay, so the first thing on my Imbolc bucket list for this year was, of course, to make a little witch's broom, and I make them every single year because in my local park I can find these branches from a birch tree. They naturally fall down from the tree, so I just go there and collect them, and as you can see, they are perfect for witch's brooms. And so I started my Imbolc celebrations at home by making this little broom, and I used them for my cleansing magic practice. After cleansing everything, I'm kind of swiping out all the stuck and unwanted energies with my brooms that I make. And I don't know, I just think it's adorable, and I can even use it on my altar as a decoration. So yeah, I love making these little brooms. Now, because Brigid has been calling me a lot for this Imbolc, I decided to bake some bread that was inspired by her and Imbolc. And it is so simple. I will put the recipe in the pinned comment down below. You basically just mix all of the ingredients, you make little balls, and you put them in the oven for an hour, and you get the most delicious bread that is so healthy. There is no gluten in it, there is also no milk in it, and I am on a gluten and milk-free diet, so milk is something that is connected to Imbolc. But when it comes to like offerings and gifts for the deities we are working with, I feel like we still should stay true to ourselves and use what we like and what we have. This makes working with a deity and like making offerings and gifts so much more meaningful, in my opinion. Okay, so as long as our bread is baking in the oven and getting delicious, let's do a simple ribbon spell, because ribbons are also present in many sabbats, and I highly connect them to Brigid and Imbolc. And I found these adorable willow catkin branches, and I thought they are perfect for the spell. So first of all, you have to arrange your willow catkins, and trust me when I say that this is so calming and so much fun. I love flower arrangements, and I have been seriously considering starting like a career as a florist. Like, I'm not even kidding, because this is so much fun. And then you need some ribbons, obviously. I used some linen cloth that I bought for my embroidery, and as you can see, I'm still practicing my embroidering. But yeah, you want to cut little ribbons, and then you simply embroider symbols or words or whatever you connect to your wish that you want to see blossoming over the next few months into this ribbon. If you don't want to embroider or you cannot embroider, you can also simply write it on it. But I found this makes it more secret. Like if you are living with your family or something like that, having a symbol or a sigil or whatever it is you connect to your desire makes it more secret, and you can like put it there and it looks pretty, but not everyone can tell what it is. You can also use essential oils to anoint your ribbons, and when you are done, you tie your ribbons on the willow catkins. You could also use other branches, and while you are knotting them, really feel that you are tying the knot for your desire. And here we are checking on the bread, they are looking good, and I was so happy. But yeah, you want to tie the knot for your desire and really be sure that it is coming true, that now you put the seed there and it will grow over the next few months. Okay, and next let's decorate the Imbolc altar. I love making my seasonal altars, and I chose this spot because it is the first place to get hit by sunlight in the morning, so it perfectly symbolizes the returning of the sun. So I always choose the places of my altars with intention. And I also chose symbols that represent Brigid. Here is the little cloth that we made together. White cloth is so good for an Imbolc altar because it represents like this pureness, this new fresh beginning. Of course, my fairies cannot be missed. If you have been here for a while, you know this. And I also chose selenite because, I don't know, it's just really this white color that I connect to Imbolc. Some seeds from the fruits that I harvested last year, and my little broom, also some salt water. And yeah, I don't know, I really love this setup, and let me know what you think. If you like it, how you are decorating your altar. I'm always curious to know how you are celebrating as well. Okay, magical one, let me tell you a secret. You can do as much cleansing magic as you want, but if you don't have space in your apartment, then you will not manifest your wishes, because there is no space for things to unfold in your life, right? If you are planting too many seeds in a pot, chances are that not all of them will bloom, and they are taking up all of the nutrients. Like, there is not enough space in the pot, there is not enough nutrients inside, so they will not bloom healthily. And it is the same in the apartment. Like, you want to keep spaces empty, you want to make room for new things, for new beginnings, if this is something that you want to see manifest. And I did not understand this, but this is one of the biggest secrets I learned. Keep space in shelves and drawers, because this way you are symbolizing that you are having space, you are keeping the space for new things to come into your life. Good morning. So it is the next day, and I already filmed this part of the video at the Wise Wizards yesterday. But guess what? My microphone was not working, so I feel like falling down, slipping on the ice was a sign altogether, but I really liked the subliminal atmosphere at the Wise Wizards, and that's why I wanted to record it there. And today morning, we woke up to the heaviest snowfall I have seen in years. So we will see. I want to go outside and do a little Imbolc foraging. I will show you what if we are lucky, but I probably have to walk there. So let's see how that goes. But yesterday I talked a little bit about the correspondences and symbols and colors of Imbolc because I feel like studying all of this really is a good starting point if you are maybe just starting out with the Wheel of the Year or celebrating different sabbats as a witch. But I feel like the longer you celebrate the Wheel of the Year or live seasonally really allows you to understand every month and every year on a deeper level. Like every single year you learn something new. You learn a new correspondence for the Sabbat or the month. You may hear a new bird singing or see a new flower that you never saw before, or you find a new place where you can harvest fruits or berries or something like that. So I feel like living with the Wheel of the Year and like living seasonally really allows you to understand and experience a year on a deeper level. Like it just adds every single year. Again, you learn something new, you experience something new. And for example, for me, a new deity called out to me, which I did not work with before. So I talked about this in my last video, but for me personally, it was Brigid, the queen. She called out to me, and Brigid is so interesting because she is the smith, the bard, she is the forge and the well. She is also connected to poetry and healing and fire and water. So she embodies all these seemingly dual qualities, and I did not know this, but apparently now in nature is when milk gets abundant again. So Brigid is also highly connected to milk, and so she is the patroness of cattle and sheep, and dairy products were back in the day the first fresh products, the first fresh food for people after winter, after going through the things that they preserved when they had the harvest and they had to prepare for the colder months. So I thought this was super interesting. So Brigid is also highly connected to bread and again milk, dairy products. So as you see, I'm also learning every single year, and I feel like things unfold as they are supposed to in your own witchy chapter. So I feel like it's a reason, or there is a reason why Brigid called out to me now. Maybe someone else is calling out to you, like another deity, or you feel connected to another Sabbat right now, because I could not connect to Imbolc for the longest time, and now I'm really into celebrating Imbolc because I learned to work with these in-between energies and really allow myself to trust in the unknown. So I feel like every single year is kind of a new chapter, and just pay attention to what is calling out to you and what you feel interested in, because all of this are little breadcrumbs that I feel like make the witchy path so interesting and so much fun. So I'm having a lot of fun studying Brigid. So studying goddesses or gods are really good for any Sabbat really. When it comes to Imbolc, again, it is Brigid, but also Goddess Holle, and these two girls, I feel like, have been one goddess at some point because they have so much in common. If you are studying their folklore and myth, there is so many parallels between Brigid and Goddess Holle. So they are really good to study, but you could also focus on the more, in quotes, darker goddesses like the Kelliec or the Morrigan, which are highly connected to winter. And I also heard Danu is really a good deity to work with, which I think he was the father of Brigid in some myths. Really interesting. So studying gods and goddesses, like deities in general, is really good for a sabbat. Now, when it comes to correspondences and symbols, to me personally, of course, it's the candles, it is the St. Bridget's cross, the snowflake, but also seeds, because right now everything is like immersing from the darkness or preparing to immerse from the darkness. So seeds are really good ones, but also, I don't know if I already said it, snowflakes, the snowdrop, of course. We have again the dairy products like milk, anything that represents the returning light, new beginnings, and also salt, ribbons, because ribbon rituals are highly connected to the Sabbat as well, and Brigid in general. And I also learned that the spiral was something that was highly connected to the Sabbat, or is highly connected to the Sabbat. So yeah, 2 more additions to our list. So there is many different symbols that you can work with. When it comes to colors, obviously it's white, but also black, because if you think about it, now everything arises from the darkness or prepares to arise from the darkness and break through from the darkness. So black and white are really good colors to work with, as well as a light green and a light blue to me. But again, see what resonates for you and choose the colors that, yeah, you highly connect to Imbolc and any Sabbat really, because I'm just sharing what resonates with me. And by the way, I'm not wearing mascara, so if I look weird, that's why, but I learn from my mistakes, because last time when it snowed, I wore my natural mascara and I looked like a panda. So we are not doing the same mistakes, and I, as I already said, want to go outside and see if I get through the snow first, and second, find a very specific plant for my Imbolc decorations. So let's get dressed up so we are ready to conquer the snow, and let's go outside. Okay, so I hope the audio is okay, but we made it. We actually found one. And I was looking for the mistletoe. And I know what you probably think right now. You're like, Bibi, what do you mean? The mistletoe is connected to Yule mostly, to Christmas. What do you mean, mistletoe and Imbolc? Like, where is the connection? But if you do some research about the mistletoe, things really get interesting. Because if you think about it, the mistletoe grows on a tree. It's like not really growing on the ground. It is also not growing in the heavens, of course. But people back in the day could not explain this plant. Like the Celts and the Germanic people were kind of fascinated by the mistletoe. And they actually thought that the original seed of the mistletoe fell from the sky. And so I can only imagine how fascinated these people have been by the mistletoe, because it is such a mysterious plant. And if you think about it, if the seeds of the mistletoe, which are in these slimy white berries, are not distributed by the birds, which are kind of a delicious treat for the feathered singers in winter, this plant will never grow. And so it really has this fascinating aura to it, and it's actually evergreen. It never changes its dress, and it absorbs sun as well. So I don't know, it's just this beautiful mystical in-between energy that the mistletoe kind of radiates to me. And so it became a plant that I personally highly connect to Imbolc because of its in-between character. So if you are celebrating Imbolc and you have the chance to come across a mistletoe, you can cut one down. Just don't harvest too much because they grow super slowly, and the ones you see that are like big green balls probably are like decades old. But yeah, maybe harvest one, put it in your home for protection. It was also seen for fertility, for like vitality, and just be careful because it can be poisonous to children and animal. So I don't know, I'm happy. I saw them in summer growing here, but now in winter it's like, of course now it snowed, but you can see them so much better now. And I don't know, I'm just having so much fun even though my feet are frozen and covered in snow. But this was a little lecture on the mistletoe, so let's see if we can reach one. If not, let's walk home again. But yeah, the energy is here. Our inner child asks, we deliver. So will we regret this? Probably 100%, because I have to walk home for like a while. But will it be fun? 100%. So let's do a snow angel for Imbolc. We did the prettiest little snow angel we have ever seen. So we are happy. To end this weekend of Imbolc celebrations, I decided to do a simple candle spell, because just lighting a candle is something that is a perfectly fine Imbolc celebrations. If this is all you can do, by all means do it, because it is symbolizing the returning light. And I decided to do a little spell inspired by Brigid again. So this year, as you can see, everything is inspired by Brigid. And I chose this red candle that is twisted because I don't know why, it reminded me of some melted metal or something like that. And I simply put some seeds and a ribbon with a manifestation on it in a little glass jar, and then I put the candle on top. I sat with it until it completely burned down, and these are my most powerful spells. I'm not even lying. Simply sitting with a candle and like having a manifestation written down, these always manifest, and like I promise, they always manifest. But I had so much fun celebrating Imbolc this year. Again, I feel like I understood it on a much deeper level than before. So yeah, this was a really good ending of my day.